Because of you, United Way of Johnson County provides comfort, companionship, and confidence to more than 38,000 people in your community.
Because of you, the Red Cross responds in times of urgent need.
Because of you, we live united.
Because of you, more than 2,400 children were able to get the supplies they need.
Because of you, 1 in 4 people in Johnson County are served by United Way's 17 agencies. The American Red Cross is a United Way of Johnson County agency that provides comfort in times of great need. Tom Blake and Ron DeVault are disaster response volunteers.
We respond to mostly small situations: home fires, mobile home fires, floods, power outages, frozen pipes, situations where people lose control of their lives for whatever reason, and we try to help them get back on their feet.
I got involved in Red Cross predominantly driven by the tornadoes in Henryville and seeing the great suffering and the consequences of the tornadoes in our own state, and really wanted to help with that, but realized at that point in time I didn't have any training, wasn't equipped to do it. And so I turned to the Red Cross as a way to recognize that they were the best at that.
Tom Blake answered the call in July 2014 when a small plane taking off from Greenwood Municipal Airport crashed into a neighborhood, killing the pilot, seriously injuring the co-pilot, and damaging 2 homes.
I was notified by the Red Cross office downtown that there had been a plane crash at the Greenwood Airport, just south of the Greenwood Airport, and it had landed in the backyard of several houses. And I responded to the scene, and the police and the fire department were still here, and there were 3 houses that had had their electricity cut off, 2 houses that had been impacted by the plane. When I arrived on the scene, I noticed that there were people standing out in the street, and they had been thrown out of their houses, their lives had been disrupted. There was a crash plane in their backyard, and they really didn't understand what was going on and what they were going to do next.
Johnson County Red Cross volunteers also were part of the massive recovery when Hurricane Sandy killed 285 people and caused $62 billion in damage along the East Coast. Ron went there twice in 2012.
I traveled the entire state of New Jersey and got to see a broad range of the impact of that hurricane on people's lives, their homes, the destruction of property. Got to see the shelters and the feeding operations that Red Cross was a part of. It really helped me to understand just the breadth of what Red Cross can do and does do, frankly, better than any other organization in the world. And it takes an army of volunteers, people that are trained to do what needs to be done and can go to do it when and where it's needed to be done. And that, to me, was the amazing thing about Hurricane Sandy, seeing that in action. The people in New Jersey were just, they were amazing, the resilience and just the things that they had experienced. It was very emotional when you go into a disaster scene. And that's one of the things that again, we're trained to try to deal with, because it is an emotional situation when you go in and see the devastation and the impact on people's lives.
I worked for Eli Lilly. I've since retired. And while I was an employee at Eli Lilly, and actually while I was an employee at other companies, I always gave to the United Way. And I never really realized the impact that those dollars had on the American Red Cross.
The Nineveh Senior Center is a United Way of Johnson County agency that provides companionship for active seniors like 91-year-old Geneva Mudd.
I've been coming here since '83. We started this building in '83, and we had our first dinner in '84, and I was here. I like to come here because all my friends and we just have a good time. We play cards, and I just love to come here.
Geneva's friends at the center helped her cope with the death of her husband and son.
My name is Alice, and Geneva is my mother. After the loss of my dad, which he died in '99, and my brother about 4 years ago, this has just been a lifesaver for her. Gives her something to do, and she loves it.
There's a real sense of love here, and I like all the people, and all the people are nice. The birthday parties are big events, and we all enjoy them, and we do till I have that. We have cake and ice cream, and that's a good deal.
Though 2 fundraisers help, your United Way donations keep the Nineveh Senior Center operational.
We use the United Way funds to pay our bills. We have a water bill here, an electric bill, and the heating bill in the wintertime. And So if we didn't have, money for that, we couldn't stay here.
Fast Track is a United Way of Johnson County program that provides school supplies to children who otherwise could not afford them. It makes a difference in confidence for single mother Kim Foster and her 3 children.
I learned about Fast Track through my children's schools. Ever since they were enrolled, we always got notices about Fast Track. This past year, we found out that we needed Fast Track for the first time. So I was suddenly a single working parent, and I did not have the money to buy everything that my children needed for school.
Fast Track is one of 7 programs operated by the United Way of Johnson County. We provide backpacks and school supplies to students who wouldn't otherwise have them.
School supplies are so important because all the schools require the students to come with a very long list of supplies at the beginning of every school year. And children can feel very ostracized or embarrassed if they walk in and they're the ones that don't have what they need for school. It has meant a lot to me. I know it does to a lot of the parents that I know as well. Just that one last thing that you don't have to worry about.
It's just really relieving that I get the same stuff that other people do, and it's the same exact stuff.
A new box of crayons means the world to a child because there's just so much opportunity with that. They're brand new, they're theirs, and who knows what they're going to create during that year.
I was in algebra in 8th grade, and it was really hard when you didn't have a scientific calculator, and because of Fast Track, I got a scientific calculator. It helped a lot.
The Fast Track event also provides an opportunity for families to learn about services and organizations in Johnson County, such as Girl Scouts and the library.
As a Girl Scout leader myself, it is so important for all the parents and the children to know what's available to them in their own communities. There are so many good programs for kids to be involved in, to be able to socialize and to learn more.
In addition to funding 17 agencies, United Way of Johnson County operates 7 programs that annually deliver services directly to the community. Our 2014 results were remarkable. Christmas Angels volunteers donated toys and clothing to more than 1,700 children. 870 volunteers participated in the Day of Caring projects. We provided economic assistance to 53 families. Your donations raised more than $1.45 million in our annual campaign.
By donating to United Way, it enables the Red Cross to do what it does best, and that is respond to people when they have a need. And the thing about it is, you never know when you're going to be that person who has that need.
Your donation to the United Way helps the Fast Track give students that level playing field so they are prepared, they are confident, they are ready for school and fired up.
We don't have a directory here. We all do our things by ourselves, and if the United Way did give us the money with what we make ourselves, the 2 fundraiser things, we couldn't stay here. So please give to the United Way.
Your donation to United Way means that the Red Cross is able to continue its work.
Live United. Support United Way of Johnson County.
Thank you for giving to United Way of Johnson County.